Hello, everyone, and welcome to this A1 English listening practice video. You can use this video to practice your listening and comprehension skills as I speak. Before we start, remember to subscribe to the channel and click the bell. Are you ready? Today, I'm going to talk about free time. This is a good topic because everyone enjoys having free time. I love having free time, and you probably do too. So first, let's talk about how much free time people have. Most children have more free time than adults. When you're a kid, you don't have the responsibilities that an adult has. Adults have to work, pay the bills, and take care of their children. Kids usually don't have to do these things. Kids usually have to go to school and do homework. This can be difficult, but it's usually not that difficult. So children have more free time. When I was a kid, I had a lot of free time. I got home from school around 2 or 3 p.m., and after that, I played a lot. On weekdays from Monday to Friday, I probably had around 4 or 5 hours of free time each day. Sometimes I got bored because I had so much free time. But as I got older, I had more homework each year. So each year, I had a little less free time. I didn't have too much homework, though. In the US, we don't get that much homework. In some other countries, children have a lot of homework. I'm glad that my schoolwork wasn't very hard. On weekends, I had even more free time. On Saturday and Sunday, I did many activities. Weekends were the best because I had all day to play and rest. I really liked weekends, and I still do. Now that I'm an adult, I don't have a lot of free time. I have to work and do many other things. I usually start working early, like at 7 a.m. or 7:30 a.m., so I have to wake up around 6 a.m. When I was a kid, I slept more. I usually slept for 8 hours every night. As an adult, I don't sleep 8 hours every night. I usually get 7 hours or 7.5 hours of sleep. How about you? How many hours of sleep do you get? So after I finish work, I have some free time in the evening. However, I usually do some extra work or studying during this time. I have to make these YouTube videos, and I also study foreign languages. At night, I have some free time to just relax. My husband and I spend the evenings together and enjoy this time. Okay, now let's talk about some popular activities that people do in their free time. For example, many people like to play sports or exercise in their free time. When I was a kid, I played a lot of sports. I played basketball, baseball, tennis, soccer, football, and golf. I really liked playing sports in my free time. But as an adult, I don't play any sports. I'm not very interested in playing sports nowadays. However, I exercise in my free time. I work out almost every day, but just for a short time. Other people spend a lot of time exercising. Another activity that people do in their free time is watching TV shows and movies. Many people do this in their free time. I know some people who watch many hours of TV every day. I don't watch a lot of TV or movies. I really like playing games in my free time. I play chess online, but I'm not very good. I also like playing board games with my family. We play games like Catan and Codenames. Do you like playing board games? One last activity that most people do in their free time is surf the internet. This is probably the most common activity that people do. I spend a lot of time on the internet. Some days, I spend too much time on the internet. It's not good to spend all day inside on the computer. We should try to go outside and do other activities too. But the internet is very entertaining, so it's easy to spend many hours surfing the web. Okay, now I'm going to ask you some questions about the video to see if you understood. Write your answers in a comment down below. 1. What time did I get home from school when I was a kid? 2. How many hours do I sleep each night? 3. What game do I like playing online? Today, I'm going to talk about education. This is an essential topic because education is an important part of our lives. Most people get some kind of education. Education is different in different countries, but today we'll talk about education in the U.S. So first, let's talk about the different levels of education in the U.S. The first level of education is preschool. In the U.S., kids go to preschool when they're 4 years old. But not everyone goes to preschool. Some people don't go. I went to preschool when I was 4. I didn't like it because I was very shy. I didn't like playing with other kids when I was young. In preschool, children play a lot, but they also learn. After preschool, children go to kindergarten. Usually, kids start kindergarten when they're 5 years old. In kindergarten, children start learning more things. For example, they learn to read, write, and make art. They also learned how to be good students. I remember that when I was in kindergarten, we had discipline. If we did something bad, we got in trouble. I never got in trouble because I was a good student. So after kindergarten, you go to elementary school in the U.S. Most elementary schools include 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 6th grades, but some elementary schools don't include 6th grade. In each year of elementary school, you only have one teacher. You have the same teacher all year. In my opinion, elementary school isn't that difficult in the U.S. Of course, you get homework, but it's not too much. In elementary school, you learn many things like math, science, history, and English. At this level, you spend about 6 hours at school. Then, after elementary school, you go to middle school or junior high. I say middle school, but both of these names are correct. Middle school usually includes 7th and 8th grades. At this level, students have many teachers, like 6 or 7. I had 6 different classes each year in middle school. Each class was 1 hour long. I didn't like middle school. It's much harder than elementary school. You get more homework and you have more tests. Then, after middle school, you go to high school. In the U.S., high school includes 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grades. This is the most important time for students in the U.S. If you want to go to college, then it's important to do well in high school. High school can be difficult, but it depends on your teachers. Some teachers give a lot of homework and some teachers don't. Some teachers are good at teaching and some teachers aren't. I had some good teachers in high school, but I also had some bad teachers. So after high school, some people go to college and some people don't. Of course, there are different levels of university, and you can earn different degrees there. Okay, so lastly, let's look at a few important vocabulary words related to education. First, let's talk about the word grades. We use the word grades to talk about how well you did in a class or on a test. In the U.S., these grades are A, B, C, D, and F. An A grade is the best, and an F grade is the worst. Okay, the next word is recess. In the U.S., recess is the short break that elementary school students have during their school day. During recess, students play, talk, or eat a snack. This break is usually 20 or 30 minutes. Okay, the last phrase you should learn is bachelor's degree. A bachelor's degree is the degree you get after 4 years of university. It's lower than a master's degree.